Alright guys, did you think that I disappeared? No. As you probably can tell from the game, I'm back in Blackshot. Yep, that's right, I am inside this game. I have been keeping an eye on the forums and keeping an eye on the updates, but they really haven't been posting any content. I mean, if you consider content being play for 2 hours and get a couple of rewards inside the game, then I don't really know what to tell you. Because sure, they have been doing that. Definitely true. But today, I've come in here for a very, very special reason. I saw a guy on my Discord, very, who actually basically alerted me to this and showed me this that had been implemented into the game. And so I thought that I would come in and check. Now, as you know, the old news that everyone talks about in the old news is that last year about August time, I think it was July, August time, if I'm not mistaken, they did this big update. They did Revolution. They're going to revolutionize the game. It's Blackshot 2.0 type of thing. Really improved. Much wow. In reality, as we've seen, they haven't really done anything super new and super inventive in the game. What they've really done is they've just slightly updated the UI and taken out a lot of guns and weapons and items and things like that. Now, the idea of this is pretty simple. What they have done is they have taken away all of this inventory from a lot of people, and they're basically slowly adding the same inventory, the same items, they are slowly adding them back into the game in what they will like to tell us is a more balanced state. This is what they would like to tell us. This is what they will obviously say. The game is not pay to win, it's play to win, apparently now. Again, I have showed you in previous videos how that is a pile of shit. One very, very good example of this is the what system is it? I can't even remember what the system is, guys. I don't even know how to get to the system. This is how much, how like I give zero fucks. I give zero fucks. Tactics, tactics. Here we are. They talk about play to win, but in order to get the biggest bonuses, the biggest benefits, you actually need to either play for a lot of time, a lot of time. Because if I'm not mistaken, it's 30 points max. Again, I could be wrong. I don't really care. Sorry, guys. 25 points, it seems. 1 hour gets you 1 point, or you can buy them in the shop. So you could just go and buy them all in the shop straight away. So, sure, they give you an option. If you can't afford to pay, then you can play for about 25, 30 plus hours, whatever it is. Again, I'm not 100% sure on the information. I don't really care. Um, excuse me, but basically, they have done everything they can to make it seem like you have one of two choices. You either spend a lot of time in the game grinding, grinding, grinding to earn the points, or you just drop $30. Just pop in $30 and bam, all your points unlocked. You're ready. And then you have to unlock the special abilities, which is, as you can see here, you've got a 10% movement for the sniper. For the SMG, you've got the fall off damage, so it's going to make you much better with ranged with the SMGs. For the shotgun, you've got more range on your shotguns, and for the rifle, you have more damage. So you're a player and you come into this game and you play for like, let's say 5-10 hours or something like that, and you come against a guy who has all of these points unlocked to exactly what he wants. He has extra damage on his gun. This guy also might actually consider just going into the shop, go into the gear section into the shop. Sorry, I didn't go into the shop because I'm a retard. Going into the gear section, he might just consider buying the stabilizer so that he doesn't actually get any any shock when he gets shot, he might also have the helmet, so when you headshot him, he just bounces the headshot. Maybe. He may also just go with everything, with all of this BSC stuff. He may also have a speed kit plus, a med kit plus. He might also have all of these things. And you come into the game and you are straight away at a disadvantage. You are just at a disadvantage. You can say whatever you want. You can say, oh, well, do you think that new players should be as good as the veterans? No. But I'll tell you something. If a guy enters this game and he's played Counter-Strike Go for dozens of years and he's a really, really good FPS player, do I think that he should be able to beat someone who's rank 200? Yes, of course. Do I think the rank 200 guy should beat him purely based on the fact that he's got all of his month's gear, he's got all of his gem gear all set up, and he's got all of his tactics slots unlocked, and he's all kitted out? No, I don't think that's fair. That is pay to win. It's simple. It's simple. And the reason why I'm actually highlighting this is because after they took these items out, they also removed the mastery system. Now, the mastery system was a very, very good way for you to dedicate your time and your resources and your XP boosts and playing with the same type of weapons that you enjoy. It was a way to reward players for doing that. You achieved exclusive weapons that could only be unlocked through this system. Now, some would argue that some of those weapons were OP. I agree. I agree. And that does cause a problem. I do think that those weapons should have been cosmetic. They should have been cool skins for guns or something. That's personally my opinion. But, that was the system that we had, unfortunately. Now, sorry guys. Now, we are in a situation where they remove those, so all of the effort, all of the grinding, all of the things, people will know the name Stupsy. He's a guy who I had on my friends list. I'm sure a lot of you guys know him. He had pretty much every mastery completed. He played a lot of time in the game. Everybody's mastery got reset and taken away. The mastery system is no more. This is the system we pretty much have for masteries now, is the tactics system. So, okay, sure, they've removed it, but they're going to add the mastery system back in, right? Well, as I expected, as I actually expected, because this is what they do on Asia, you see. What you guys don't understand if you play on Global is on the Asia server, they already used to have the NX weapons. You used to be able to buy those weapons for currency on there, for Blackshot Cash, for gems, whatever. You used to be able to buy those already. And what they've done is they've got all of those, the NZ and, pardon me, and the NX weapons, and they've just gone, boom, and shit them all out in the store. So now we're in a situation where they've taken away all of your inventory, they've taken away all of your mastery points, they are slowly adding in back all of the guns that used to be in the game, they're adding them back in, and just to make it even better, they've doubled down for you and they're saying, those mastery guns that you used to like, now you have to buy them with cash. You know those guns that you spent sometimes 6 months to a year to unlock? Don't worry, bro. We took them away from you, and now we added them in for cash. And it's just disgusting. Now, bear in mind, this is touted as a big update. It's not a big update. It is not a big update at all. And there's two reasons why it's not a big update. The first one is pretty much 90% of the content that has been updated, in quotation marks, is content that was already in the game but has now just been activated again and been moved into a different section of the game. For example, the NZ weapons, okay? You can now go into the shop and you can purchase the NZ weapons for gems. Yeah, you can purchase the NZ weapons for gems. Now, you may have also noticed one other thing which I actually didn't comment on just a second ago, but if you look closely, you will realize something else. The standard, just let that sink in for a second. The standard AK-47, the fucking standard one, cost gems. Just to make that clear, the bog standard AK-47 costs fucking gems. One of the most popular guns in fucking FPS games all over the place. The most iconic ones. It is for cash shop currency only. Yeah, that's right. Now, it gets even better, because as you can see here, we're in a situation where the NZ weapons are in the store. Now, I am actually considering purchasing these weapons periodically over the next week, getting one of them each day and playing constantly with that gun. Maybe stream it or something, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. To test out the gun and see what it's like. Because I want to see if these weapons are OP, if they are balanced, what the situation is, basically. Now, obviously, bear in mind, I do have only 3 points in my tactics, so the weapon could perform better for people who have more points, but that is maybe a consideration for me to do. We will see. Now, let's move along to sniper. Obviously, as you know, the NZ sniper is in the store. This is about $2 per day for the NZ sniper. Just pointing that out, by the way. $2 per day. Now, from my understanding, it looks like they've basically changed the NZ sniper to be exactly the same as the gacha, the other gem snipers. If you look at the stats, it's pretty much exactly the same. So all they've done is they've taken the characteristics, they've taken everything from the AWP, and they've just copy and pasted it onto the NZ, and that's what they've made it now. They've made it, a one-tap style sniper. Of course, we go to shotgun. The same situation with the shotgun. As you can see, they have the NZ shotgun. I imagine it's pretty strong. I like the NZ shotgun. I think it looks really awesome. I'm interested to see how it performs. Again, maybe I will get it. I can't guarantee, but maybe I will pick it up for a day and test it out for the day. Uzi NZ, or the NZ1 Uzi, we're going to call it. Again, I really like this SMG. It can definitely be argued that this SMG is pretty damn strong. I would say that it's probably going to be pretty strong because it's gems, and we know what they're like with gems. Pistol, we obviously have the Tarantula, but that's about it because that was the one that you unlocked for the mastery at the time. Yeah. Melee, NZ1 knife. Again, something I really enjoyed, really loved this knife. And of course they've added it in for gems. So yeah. And then the grenade system is the same. Now this actually is not all. You may think, oh, he's done now. You can shut the fuck up, right? This isn't actually everything. Just check through this so I don't miss anything. Yeah, nationality masks. Premium, of course, if you want to buy gold. Oh. Yeah, everything else is fine. Okay. So now we have the gacha box. Now, again, I've said it before. I think offering the gacha items for gold, if people grind enough, they can earn enough gold, they can unlock the items. I think that's good. And as you can see, the bounty box is the same, 2 to 5 star, just the same as the complete box, which is gems. Now, I will say, 15,000 gold I think it's a bit steep. I think it's a bit because you have to understand if you are a free to play player, if you are the type of person who is buying these bounty boxes, you are a free to play player. Now, if you are a free to play player, you are also spending your gold on weapons, on fucking gears, on everything. You have to spend your gold on everything to keep it maintained while you're playing the game. So actually, 15,000 gold is quite a lot. For someone like me, I might not be so bothered about it. It might not be the end of the world for me. I might just go bang, put it in, all sorted. Because I might have the 15k, I might have my gun unlocked already for a lot of time, whatever it may be. So I might not be too bothered. But for free to play, for people who just cannot spend money in the game or do not want to spend money in the game, it's pretty expensive. Now the bounty box has I will do that bounty box, by the way. It has been updated, as you can see, Barretto Mega. M4A1 Gold Edition. Now, I have one comment to say about these weapons, okay? Making any standard weapon a gold version does not turn it into some pro weapon. It does not make it super desirable. It's not something where someone's like, my weapon has a gold spray paint on it. Look how cool I look. No one gives a fuck about gold weapons. Gold weapons, 10 years ago, sure. 10 years ago, people might have been like, cool, man, I've got a gold version of a gun. It looks pretty sweet. Cool. But now, with the amount of customization, the amount of cosmetic um, shit that's just in every game, a gold sprayed weapon is the most lazy, boring shit you could ever imagine. It's just boring. Who wants a gold fucking M4A1? I'm sorry, but who does? When you can get things that look so much better. So, again, like I'm going to say, 90% of the content they've added back into the game is not an update, it is just enabling items that were already in the game. Just re-enabling them and moving them into different positions. Okay. Complete box, the same. Premium box, here we go. Here's the other part of it. The NX1 weapons will be making a play in the gacha box. Now, I want to make it very, very clear and be very seriously clear when I say this. I personally believe that they will add these weapons in batches. So as you can see, you've got the sniper and the pistol. I believe these weapons will be added in 2 at a time, probably with the space of a week or 2, so that they can get people to spend all their money, and then 2 weeks later they can go, here's some new ones straight away, and get people to, if people pull these weapons for 30, 60 days or something, they'll have them more likely to be like, damn, I've got this weapon for 60 days, but I want the rifle as well, so I'll pull again. And that's what they want to get people on. They want to get people to spend again. So that's why it seems like they haven't added. Okay, so I have no idea. Well, it just took me to a page, but yeah. So, what do I have to say? Well, it's pretty simple. They've taken away all of our hard-earned weapons. They've taken away all of the stuff that we spent so much time earning, and they've just gone, don't worry, bro. We're gonna add it in for cash. Maybe I'll come back and play a little bit. Maybe I'll buy some of the items to test out so that we actually can see how they perform. But we'll see, guys. Thanks for watching.